law enforcement seized various freak-off supplies, including drugs, over 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's fucking insane. 1,000 bottles? His mama's going into Walmart and Kroger, can't figure out why the fuck they ain't got no baby oil. This nigga buying it all. Alright, what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Key coming at y'all boys with a brand new video, and today I got another one for y'all, man. We got another one for y'all boys. So, with that being said, y'all already know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe. Join the family, join the community. All channel links is down in the description. Make sure you comment your favorite part of the video. And with that being said, man, it's time to go ahead and lock in.
Announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution.
I don't even know what that means.
Combs is dangerous and poses an ongoing threat to the safety of the community.
When Combs didn't get his way, he was violent.
Mr. Combs is a fighter. He's gonna fight this to the end.
I don't know if that's the right word to use.
He knew this was coming. His spirits are good. He's confident. He's not guilty. He's innocent of these charges.
Damn, Diddy. Back at it again with the freak shit. On Monday, September 16th, 2024, the feds made their move, taking Sean Diddy Combs into federal custody inside the lobby of a Manhattan hotel.
That shit down there made me jump.
His arrest would come 10 months after multiple allegations of freak nasty abuse. Cassie would be the first to file a lawsuit accusing Diddy of savage beatings, rape, drugs, the list goes on. Well, the very next day after the lawsuit went viral, Diddy, Diddy's lawyer, and Cassie settled the lawsuit with the terms to be kept confidential. The speed of how fast the lawsuit ended pretty much answered everyone's question as to did he do it. In the following months, both women and a man
the man did. Whoa!
Allegations. Homeland Security would strike, conducting early morning raids on Diddy's Los Angeles and Miami mansions. Following the raids, a video of Cassie being assaulted by Diddy would take the internet by storm, as the lawsuit alleged Diddy paid $50,000 at the time.
I ain't gonna cap though. I don't know what hotel they was in, but bro, if I'm running from this nigga, she probably thought he was in the shower or something because he thought he had his towel on. But I'm taking the stairs, bro. I'm not waiting on no elevator.
The video disappeared. Howard University would revoke Diddy's honorary degree and terminate the scholarship program in his name, and the mayor of New York City would also request the key to the city be returned. It would appear Diddy knew what was
These niggas knew about that shit.
As he traveled back to New York City, checking into a hotel on September 5th in anticipation of the indictment. Just 30 minutes before the feds took him into custody, Diddy could be seen laughing and mingling with fans in Central Park. At one point, he'd even meet with his lawyer on a park bench. It would appear Diddy was taking it all in. Pause. As he knew this may be the last time he sees the city he ran for the last 30 years.
He did.
The unsealed indictment would reveal Diddy has been hit with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, and transportation to engage in prostitution. What? The feds would allege that for decades, Diddy abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. To do so, Diddy relied on his employees, resources, and influence of the business empire he controlled, creating a criminal enterprise that engaged in or attempted to engage in sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. In other words, Diddy used his power to get his freak on. Diddy engaged in a persistent and pervasive...
Bro, one thing I say about 1090 Jake, bro, is that this nigga, bro, he has those punchlines that it might fly over some people's head, but that shit be funny as hell.
Pattern of abuse
this is weird,
women
though.
And other individuals. This abuse was at times verbal, emotional, physical, and sexual. As part of this abuse, Diddy manipulated women to participate in highly orchestrated, freaky activity with male sex workers. At times, Diddy or those working for him would fly out women and sex workers to his location. He'd make sure they were willing to participate by supplying them drugs, controlling their careers, using financial support, and threatening to cut them off financially while using intimidation and lastly violence. Physical abuse by Diddy was recurrent and widely known. Since 2009, he'd assault women by striking, punching, dragging, kicking, and throwing things. These assaults were at times witnessed by other people.
But what's crazy is like you could damn near have whatever girl you want when you Diddy, right? Is what they'll say. When you have the money, the power, the fame, you can damn near get whatever you want out of this world. Why the fuck? I guess it just went to his head or something. Like what is the fucking? Or was he just like a freak from birth? Like what is going on, bro? And the crazy part about it is I know it's a shit ton of people in Hollywood, New York, even Atlanta scene, wherever, Miami, who's like, damn shit, if it can happen to Diddy, nigga, it can happen to me. They gonna be cleaning up they fucking act for sure.
2016 when he kicked, dragged, and threw a vase at Cassie before trying to bribe the hotel workers to remain silent. Diddy would even use his employees to carry out, facilitate, and cover up his abuse and freak nasty behavior. Members of the Diddy enterprise were well involved in his dirty work and worked together to preserve, protect,
which is what's crazy. Like I don't promote jail or nothing on nobody, bro, but it sounds like this freaky ass nigga, man, he is 69 God. And whoever was around him, they just as guilty as he is, because you cannot do this on your own. This type of weird shit, bro, you cannot do this on your own. You need help, especially being as busy as somebody, or as we think somebody of Diddy's stature would be. You have to have other people putting in the flights and saying, okay, there's this girl over here, we got to get her hair and this, that, and the third, and even getting the drugs. Like Diddy's not doing all that shit on his own, which is crazy that he's the only one getting taken down.
Power, reputation, and brand that is Sean Diddy Combs. See, Diddy's disciples wielded enough power and prestige to lure women into Diddy's orbit, often under the false pretense of a romantic relationship. These women were then forced or coerced into engaging in acts with male sex workers and what Diddy referred to as freak-offs. These freak-offs were elaborate and produced performances that Diddy arranged and directed while electronically recording and pleasuring himself. Domestic and international flights would be provided, and these freak-offs would occur regularly, sometimes lasting multiple days and involving multiple people.
Damn.
Diddy distributed a variety of drugs to keep his victims obedient and compliant. Sometimes unbeknownst to the victims, Diddy kept videos he filmed of victims engaging in such acts with sex workers, and when the freak-offs were done, Diddy would provide IV fluids to recover from the physical exertion and drug use. Diddy's disciples would often book hotel rooms, stalking them in advance with the required freak-off supply list. The list would include drugs, baby oil, lubricant, extra sheets, and lighting. During the raids of Diddy's mansions, law enforcement seized various freak-off supplies, including drugs, over 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's fucking insane. 1,000 bottles? His mama's going into Walmart and Kroger, can't figure out why the fuck they ain't got no baby oil. This nigga buying it all. I thought that shit was a joke. They really seized 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Freaky ass nigga,
They'd also seize firearms and ammunition, including 3 AR-15s with defaced serial numbers, one of which had a...
But you want to know what? With the things that he says and the things that he does, it's not even a matter of if you believe it or not. It's just a matter of if he can be convicted or not. If you feel what I'm saying. Because he's been getting away with it for so long. And once you start getting away with shit for so long, just like King Von or whoever that I always bring up, you start telling on yourself. Talking about some nigga, let me take you shopping, let me do this, let me, like, nigga, what are you talking about, bro? shit zesty, but it's even crazier to think about it. Like, it's not even him wanting to have the intercourse with people. He just wants to see them do it and record it. That's fucking weird.
The feds are using 16 years worth of dirt to essentially bury Diddy inside of a federal prison, and in a desperate attempt, Diddy's defense team proposed to put him on home detention with a $50 million bond secured by his Miami
He's a
mansion.
Billionaire.
But
And they said that Miami mansion is paid off.
15 pages of reasons why the judge shouldn't allow it. The letter would highlight much of what the indictment states, including one freak off in 2012, which Diddy had to pay $46,000 to cover the damages done to a New York penthouse. In 2011, Diddy and a conspirator kidnapped an individual at gunpoint to facilitate breaking into and entering the residence of someone else. 2 weeks later, Diddy's disciples set fire to that person's car by slicing open the convertible top and dropping a Molotov cocktail inside the interior.
He was dealing with Cassie.
Since 2008, allegations of Diddy's violence against women has been reported in the public media, but more recently, there has been an outpouring of allegations dating back to the 90s. The weapons recovered inside of Diddy's home are also a federal concern. While 6 legal weapons were found stored in safes, 3 AR-15s were found with defaced serial numbers, making them very illegal. A drum magazine loaded with 59 rounds of .223 ammo was found in his Los Angeles mansion, where high-capacity magazines are very illegal. To make a long story short, the feds said Diddy's dangerous, has a shitload of money, and is definitely a flight risk.
Hell yeah!
So the judge denied his bail.
I don't know, bro. It's difficult, right? Because the feds, when they're coming down, they can freeze your assets, they can freeze your banking accounts. He's been selling a lot of shit. He's been moving a little bit as somebody who's not scared, but somebody who knows what's to come. And with that being said, it's just like, how can you take this man seriously? Like, bro, if I'm Diddy, bro, I'm putting a shit ton of money in a foreign bank or to somebody who they can't take it from, and I'm getting the fuck on. I'm going to a non-extraditable country, and I'm getting the fuck on, bro. I can have that shit. Now, I'm not going to jail for the rest of my life, and I got all this money. You're crazy as fuck. And you own a case by yourself? Nigga, fuck that, nigga. I'm telling them, yeah, I'm finna go to the Bahamas real quick, because they said he was in the Bahamas or some shit. I'm finna go to the Bahamas real quick, nigga. When I get to the Bahamas, I'm getting right onto another plane somewhere unextraditable, bro. Fuck that, bro. Y'all can say whatever the fuck y'all want to say about Sean Diddy Combs. I can't say I'm in jail, though.
A federal facility that holds over 1,700 inmates of all calibers and has been home to many big names, from rappers like 6ix9ine to mob boss John Gotti. It can be expected that a ton of new information will keep coming out regarding this case, possibly more charges.
Wait!
And even
look at
more
this!
arrests.
Hold on!
If
you paying attention, bro, even the music video freaky as hell. He behind the camera.
May have some information he's willing to share in order to secure
look at
his
him.
freedom. So while the industry has turned their backs on him, many may be sweating, knowing what they did in Diddy's darkness is about to come to light. And as for Diddy, he's facing a minimum 15 years and up to life in federal
I ain't gonna lie though. I think it's 15 or 85, right? So he gonna be in there for at least, you know what I'm saying, about 13 years or so. But what's crazy is everybody who turned their back on him, when he gets out of prison, they probably gonna have some shit to pay, because in 15 years, every day, living day by day in federal prison, whether how much money you got or whatever, he gonna have some resentment for sure.
Now, I think it's safe to say we all expected this would happen. We just didn't know when.
Facts.
The fact that he only has 3 counts is somewhat surprising. I thought it would have been more, because all the allegations against him are so crazy and in-depth. But racketeering is pretty much bundling up everything into one charge. At the end of the day, he has 3 charges. He's facing 15 years minimum up to life. And The way the feds work is you're either gonna tell on somebody or you're gonna get fucked. Now, the type of case he has, anything sexual, when you get locked up, it's frowned upon to the point that you can be a target. But that's more so for people that aren't so rich and aren't so famous. I'm not sure how it would play out for him.
The crazy part about it is, like, even though it's like they're trying to make it seem like people wanted to do these things, but it's like, how can you want to be recorded without your knowledge? How could you want to be drugged without your knowledge? Like, how could, bro, if you're drugged to the point where you need an IV, my nigga, that shit is too deep, bro, no matter what the fuck you say. The lawyer just there for a check.
He has money to sway the crowd. But this is the thing. They may also come for the money. They may come for his properties.
Yeah.
They may come for everything. And if they're able to take away his means of defense and making things happen, they're taking away his power. We're just going to reduce him from a music mogul to
a weirdo,
a famous person with not so much money. But what I think is going to happen and what I know is going to come to light is a lot more names. A lot more,
especially
people,
in the day-to-day court proceedings under trial.
A lot of people falling back, and you know, Diddy has a lot of information on people. This shit's kind of similar to the Epstein shit when he was bringing people to the island, except Diddy was doing this shit over here. You're flying people through, you're recording them, you're giving them drugs, whatever. Now Diddy, his life is on the line, and we're gonna see how desperate he gets. We're gonna see how desperate other people get. We don't know how deep this is gonna go, and this is only the beginning. Guarantee it won't be the last video I make on it, as the updates are just gonna come rolling.
Yeah,
in.
he gonna talk. He gonna talk. Did he say he a gangster, but he gonna talk.
Jake. I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. Till next time.
Yeah, man. What can you say? I feel like Cassie herself is enough to get this nigga convicted on these charges, and not to say that they have many other victims and many other witnesses who are willing to take the stand against Diddy. He's not gonna get, they already denied his bond twice, then he's not gonna get bond because of the tactics that he tried to use and that he tried to pull on people while he was under speculation, or it was under speculation to him that the feds was coming. From them making phone calls and telling them, hey, you know you can't do this, you know, hey, you gon'... He was flexing his muscles on people, and now the feds came to lock him up, and we just got to see how it plays. But nobody sees him finding a way to get out of this, besides if all the witnesses turn and be like, nah, he didn't do this. But then you got to worry about that because you have a history of witness tampering, and they're going to use that against you too. So with that being said, man, y'all get in that comment box. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy Key. Checking in, checking out. I'm gone.